Hey, hi everyone. I'm Enric, LinkedIn profile here. Today we're gonna solve a challenge together. It is all about a single shot word search. Let's dive in.
Hey guys, I'm creating here the NUnit test project. So word search solving dot unit tests. Okay, under this folder. Okay, done. Okay, we're gonna set the proper name, which is looping unit test, because we're going to loop it to find the word. Okay, so my test should be named like should retrieve the number of matches. We're going past the word expected count, the array, and here we're gonna use the arrange, act, and assert. Okay, so we are looking for a result, right? We're going to create this class to solve the problem. Okay, by passing the word and the full word search, that is the array. After that, we're going to assert that this count should, okay, we need to install a Nugget package to continue. Fluent assertions. Okay, so we can continue. Should to the expected count. Okay, here I'm going to import the fluent assertions like this, and here we have a test case source, right? Name of test case, and right now we are going to get those cases. I'm going to copy and paste from other source because it will take time to write one by one. So here we have one input, other and other and other. Okay, 4 inputs, and then we have the test cases. So test cases. Okay, awesome. So we need to test the class okay, this guy, that we are going to create a new loop. Okay, done. So it is not compiling for sure, but we need to start working to create this guy, okay, and this guy, and see that those inputs we are finding the search word. And let me show you. The search word will be Enric 2 times on the first input, 3 times on the second input, and so on. Okay, now we're going to add the project that we're going to debug. Okay, project, it could be a class library. Under the source, project name like word search solving core. Okay, so let me create one folder, contract folder, and service folder. Okay, under the contract, I'm going to add the first contract. And okay, it could be the I looping. Okay, should be a public interface. Will be a list of strings that will execute, and it will receive a word, the array, and then we can remove the unused things and put a summary. Okay, word search, full array containing the word search, and returns a list of matches. Okay, then we can create the service. Remove this unused class. Okay, it could be just loop. That implements the iLooping from contracts. Console.a again to implement the interface. Okay, nice. So we can start by, so first thing, we have a row length, a call length to loop. Okay, for array get length 0. Okay, and now the column length will be the full array get length 1. Okay, now we are going to start the looping. Okay, so for row starting at 0, and row. Yeah, that's it. Row length we increment. Okay, we are increasing the row, and now we are going to increase the column. Okay, call plus plus. And at this point I need to stop to explain one thing. Okay, so here we're going to loop again, but we need to pay attention on that. So suppose that we're in the middle, right, and you want to move on this direction, right? We're going to follow this framework. If you're going to move on the right, you will still in the same row that is represented by this 0, and you're going to move in a column. Okay, so from here to move to here by using these values. To the left is the opposite, so you are still in the same row, so you move 0 times in the row and you move -1 on the left. Okay, and let me explain the up. Same thing, you're going to stay on the column, but you're going to move -1 on the row. Okay, and what about the diagonal? So upper right diagonal, so you're going to move -1 on the column and 1 on the row. So you have 8 moves to do. Okay, and we're going to represent this right now. So let me go there. Okay, create a statics folder, and create a static class. With the name direction. Okay, directions could be a public static class direction that contains a public static array directions. So I'm going just to copy and paste. Okay, that's it. The right, the down, the up, left, upper right diagonal, lower right diagonal, upper left diagonal, lower left diagonal. That's it. Okay, here on the loop side, the loop class, we need to know the num rows and directions, right? Okay, a list of strings with the match words. Okay, and we can instantiate here the num rows in direction. Actually, it's not instantiate because we are working with a static class. Okay, so we just need to import and use it directly. So get length. Okay, these directions is a private array again. Directions, that will be the direction dot directions. Okay, get length. Okay, awesome. Finally, we have the for each. Okay, we have the loop from the direction iterator, since we need to know which will be the next move. Okay, direction iterator will be lower than rows and directions that we have get here in the constructor. Okay, and the direction increase. Okay, so we are returning a list of strings, right? So we need to get the match word, and we are going to try to find this guy. So find, execute the find, right? So we haven't this find, so let me create. Okay, so we're going to create this find. Okay, new contract here. It will be an interface. Okay, the name could be iFind. Okay, public interface. We're going to retrieve the string that we have found. Execute row, the column, the full array, the position, the direction position for direction iterator, and the word that we are looking for. So let me put here that execute define algorithm current row, current column, full array containing the word search, the direction to move on, word search, returns the matched string. Okay, awesome. And now the implementation. Okay, just find. So public class that implement iFind. Okay, so those are the directions. Okay, we are injecting into our class. So yeah, that's it. And the execute, we have the row length. Okay, the call length. The match word, it could be empty like that. The direction in the row, okay, could be represented by X. Okay, it will be the directions, direction iterator. Zero because we are in the row, right? Now direction call, direction iterator, and 1 because we are on the column. Okay, so now we can start the looping. So we are starting from the first position on the row. Row length should be lower than, oh sorry, it's a row should be lower than row length. Okay, also we need to start on the first position for the column. And column should be lower than the column length. So here we are setting up the boundaries. Okay, if you are here, there is no reason to you to move here. Okay, that's impossible. So those are the boundaries that we are using here. So that we are setting the boundaries here, okay, on those conditionals. Okay. Then we have the word current position. Word current position starting in 0. The word length, okay. The full array in which row we are, which column, and also we are going to compare with the word that we are looking for. So word current position. It should be lower than this guy. And we can just return the match word here. Then we have the current position, that is the full array in the current row in the current column. Then we have the matched word, that will be the current character. Okay, we are adding up the current with the previous. Okay, and now we're going to move on the 8 directions. Okay, so the row will be what we're adding regarding to the direction row. Okay, and for the column, same thing. Okay, direction column. Current word, current position plus plus. Okay guys, we are done here. Let me just remove those guys necessary stuff. Okay, now we are finished the thing that we are doing here, so we just need to test. Okay, awesome. This find is on the loop class, so let me create here. So it is kind of private. I find should be equals find, and now we can just instantiate here. So find will be a new find, and passing the directions, because we were injecting this guy on the find class. Okay, so great. Find, execute, row, column, the full array, direction iterator, and the word that we're looking for, and a conditional if this match word is equals to the word that we are looking for. Then we have a list of match words to add the match word. Now we can just retrieve these match words. Okay, we can just move to the unit test, import this guy. Okay, import this guy. We need to add the reference because we have created other project to do that. Okay. Okay, now we are done. So let me explain here. We have for input, right? We have the word Enric, I think 2 or 3 times. Let me see. 2 times on this first input, 3 times on the second input, and so on. So here we can just put we can just run this, but let me debug. Okay, here we have the result. We have 2 on the first test case, okay, and which is correct. Let me see the second one. we have 3 times the word Enric. And let me run once again. We have 3 times again, and we have 2 times, so that's correct. So if you see on the names, we have one that is with less column input, so we have removed 1 column like this, and for the other one we have removed the 1 row, I think the last row. Okay, if you count those guys, you will see a matrix with 1 row less and with 1 column less. Okay, let me see one other test here. We're going to look for towers. Okay, let me see, Enric Towers. Just to do that quickly, I'm going to comment this guy and debug again. Okay, and debug again. So what happened here is that, you know, we have not towers on the array, so the test has failed, and that's good. So let me put a 0 because that is expected. So debug the test again. All our breakpoint. We are waiting. I want to dinner. Okay. Expected count 0. And that's true. If you see on the last row input, we have not towers. That's it. So thank you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.